Hello everyone, welcome back to another game here in the WHA, as tonight we have the Stingers up against the Aeros, as in the starting net for the Houston Aeros, they got Frederik Andersen, and on the other side for the Cincinnati Stingers, they are going with Sergei Bobrovsky, who has been struggling over the past couple nights, getting peppered in, and well, Cincinnati is looking for a bit of a comeback tonight, looking to do a bit better, as we did have a live stream with the Cincinnati Stingers. I can't remember who they were facing, but they did have a matchup on Twitch, which you guys got to come and check out the Twitch channel. That's where I have a lot of the WHA games, and this will kind of be daily, showcasing all the games and stuff like that, but a lot of the games do happen on Twitch. Oh, and what a great chance there from Matheson, jumping up in the rush there for Houston. And Ricard Rickel starts off the goal scoring here for the Houston Aeros as they go up 1-0 as the Houston. They're looking to dig themselves out of last place right now, as they're, well, they're 1-1 with a tie. Of course, they had a while ago, and I think their first game they had a tie 2-2. But I gotta say, the Houston Aeros really need to step up that game level that they have really not been showing. They have not been showing that compete level that they really want to have been showing. And the Stingers, they have not been able to keep that puck out of the net as well as them. They only have 2 points as they had an overtime victory. So they're looking at another victory, but they do need to play a lot better to get back into a good position, as they're right now just in 4th. So they are in that wild card spot where you would have to be a best-of-3 series. But remember, it's only this is only game 3 for these teams, so it's not too far in the season yet. We still got a lot of games to play for these guys, and already 1-0 here for the Houston Aeros as they're looking to get off to a hot start. And I mean, you gotta play with your best game each and every day you go out there. Oh, and a big hit there in center ice there, baby. Or in their own zone. I mean, not center ice, I guess, but big hit there. Huberdeau, great chance, and Frederik Andersen shove it. Oh, and Huberdeau takes a little bit of a run at Andersen as Andersen gets a good stop of play. I think the next live stream I do, I am definitely going to be putting helmets on these guys and giving them some actual good stuff to see on them a little bit better instead of just what they got now with the plain old mask. But big face-off win here for the Stingers as Dykstra just gets laid out. Now Granlund has it, walks in, good shot there, but got blocked as now it's a fight for the puck here as Hutton has it over to Dubois. Great chance, and he just gets leveled there. Holy crow. As Houston, they are coming out to play, and they're playing by the way that they should be playing, as physical, as Radulov kind of backs off, make a nice pass over to Matheson. Over to Danault, back over to Radulov, as it seems like the Stingers just, canceling the entrance, but Danault, he finds a way through, good chance there, rebound, and that just missed the net for the, for the Houston Aeros. That was so close to being a good goal there, but it just did not want to go in the back of the net. Oh, I just gotta place my camera there so I could actually see how much time I got left in the game, because right now I have not been able to see that. As a good chance there, a little bit of a toe drag, and then shot it at Bobrovsky, and he makes another good save there for the Stingers. As the Stingers got to give some sort of support to Bobrovsky right now. He's taking a lot of shots, but nothing really to help out, as Danault explodes into the young Dubois. He went crashing into the boards there. That did not look very fun for Dubois, as he will be getting up very slowly from that one. He'll be feeling that for a while. As now it's over to Martin Frick. He's carrying up the puck. Toe drag. Waits, shoot it. Big save there by Andersen. As I think Andersen has to go red hot tonight. They want to get a victory. They want to get a big point. And with a big win tonight, that will make them pass the Phoenix Roadrunners and jump in to a 4th place position, which is, I think, a place where they would love to be right now. I mean, that's even if the Phoenix Roadrunners will not win their game tonight. I think they're facing off against the Halifax Highlanders, which will be a very tough opponent who has not been defeated yet this year. Oh, and another big goal there from the Houston Aeros as Lindbom, baby. That's a big goal for that guy. He got over cancer not that long ago. And look at the celebration here from the boys. Just absolutely giving her to Oscar, as that is a big one from him. Nice pass. And was just able to snipe it past Bobrovsky, as he's just not having a good night for himself, as that beats him. And that's rough, man. Rough rough, as the Houston Aeros fans just going absolutely nuts as they have a 2-0 lead as Houston Aeros. Good start from them, man. They are playing very nice. Big hit there on Vertan as Walker has it now. He's carrying it up the wing as he's going to be looking around as he gets absolutely leveled by Stephen Johns into the boards. That was a rough one for Johns as he's carrying it up, looking around. Up to the point to Hischier. Slap shot. Big save there by Anderson as that was a big one for him. He definitely needed to make the big save there, and he certainly did. As big save there, number 28. Just look at him. He was leveling him, and it just exploded into that young man. Big hit there by the Houston Aeros, and starting to gain a little bit of momentum right now, man. And that's what they really need here in Houston. As a big face-off win, Petrie has it. Trying to get it out over to Thomas Vanek. We all know him. He's been an elite goal scorer for many years as tries to get it past Bobrovsky, and he makes a good save there. As right now, the Houston Aeros, they are absolutely dominating right now. Absolutely no chance at trying to make a comeback right now. Oh, what a big hit there as he just gets absolutely leveled as Brad Marchand carries up the ice. As he's looking around, tries to pass. Oh, and what a beautiful pass to Thomas Vanek. As a big goal there for the Houston Aeros. The Cowboy, man, he's celebrating that one. As Thomas Vanek gets a big one there for the Houston Aeros. What a nice pass here by Marchand. Really a beautiful pass, sacrificing himself to get a little bit of a hit there. And then just making a beautiful pass over to Vanek. As Vanek puts that one behind the net. And that is his first of the season. What a big one there for the Houston Aeros as they go up 3-0 here for Houston, as they're doing very good right now. Playing very, very strong out there. Playing a very good game as Butcher over to Lawton. Lawton carrying it up, and Lindbom takes that one away as that is a big turnover there. As it's in the play, it's 3 minutes left. Oh, and Butcher just gets laid out as Cincinnati trying to gain some sort of momentum, and Anderson making another big save there. As a little bit of trouble in front of the net between Butcher and Frick as Martin Frick went crashing to the front of the net. As a big hit there by Zach Hyman, and that's the type of energy they needed. And then he got a good shot off there on Anderson, but Anderson flashing the glove there, making a good save. So tied in faceoffs is another big faceoff win by Dax, or by Hischier, I mean, but Danny got decked up at the point again, as he's just been getting leveled all game long. As Vertanen over to Huberdeau, and Jonathan Huberdeau puts one in the back of the net. Captain Huberdeau gets a big one there for the Stingers, and I mean, that's a definitely momentum boost as he gets his second of the season. It was a nice pass by Vertanen. A nice job by Huberdeau just to leave from the front of the net, get into an open area, and that's what he did there, helping the guys out, get out of that nasty corner. It was a beautiful pass by Jake Vertanen, and that's a big goal there for the Houston Aeros, or by the Cincinnati Stingers, as they cut the deficit down to 2 with a minute 24 left. So that will be a good chance for them to kind of bounce back. Matheson over to 19 there. It's Zuzak. He's carrying it. Tries to get it out. That was a risky play, as that will be offside with 39 seconds left. That might have been an intentional one with the players in deep. Could have been, but you never know. I don't think EA has an intentional penalty or offsides anyways. As Hischier, Huberdeau, and Vertanen all out there against the second line there for the Houston Aeros. Daxter passes it over to Radulov. That was a horrible pass as Radulov carrying it up over to Danault. Good shot there. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were just, Hunton was just sitting there watching Danault take a shot off. As big period here for the Stingers. They played very well. And it was a good momentum boost here for the Cincinnati Stingers as they played very well near the end of the period. But the Houston Aeros, they were lighting things up. They were playing really, really hot all night long. And that's the way that they need to play, is just continue that hot play, making nice passes like that, sending up Ricard Raquel for a big goal there for the Houston Aeros, giving them that lead. And they need to continue that play, as we're going to be heading off to our first intermission report. We'll see you guys in the intermission report. Fuck me, I can't speak English properly today. Welcome to the first intermission report, as today we have a brand spanking new camera that I'm finally using. I actually just got the tripod not too long ago for my Sony A600. Just a small little tripod that I could throw, of course, on my desk, which is absolutely perfect. But today we're going to be talking about the Houston versus Cincinnati game, which has been a fun one already, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the game as well, which is a battle of two teams that are lower down in the standings. Of course, as you guys all know, Houston is in 7th place. They are right now 1-1, which means they have lost both a overtime game and also they had a tie game as well. Not just that, also Cincinnati has only had one win, but they won it in overtime, so they only got the 2 points. So they are still a little bit back, and Cincinnati's looking for another win here tonight as they do want to jump up into the standings, but with that fact that Houston is looking to actually finally get a W on the board. And they're playing very well tonight. They're playing very well. They're dominating the shots, not really 7-9 or 9-7, and they're also dominating the hit category 8-4. But the biggest thing that they're dominating on is that goal scoring power. Of course, we had Raquel starting it off with assisted by Marchand and Butcher with a big goal from him. It was a beautiful one-timer, and I think it was definitely a great way for Houston to start off the game with a minute 48 in. They wanted to start it off with a hot start, and that's what they did. They brought that fire into the game, and they got off to a really good start. Then you had Oscar Lindblom getting a huge goal for himself, assisted by Lawton and Zuzak. And that's the way that you want to get depth. And then you get another big goal from Thomas Vanek, as that ends off that 3-goal streak for the Houston Aeros. 3 unanswered goals, I meant. And then Jonathan Huberdeau gets his second of the year as well, with Jake Virtanen and Nico Hischier adding goals or their assists as well. So the Cincinnati Stingers, they got to come out firing right off the get-go. They really do. They got to come out there and they got to start firing. And they got to play their best hockey that they could possibly play right off the get-go, or they're just going to get dominated out there, and that's will be without a fact. Without a doubt, I mean, they will be coming out there to play. So I guess we'll see as the ice is clean and it is ready to go, as we're going to be sending it back to Peyton on commentary for the second period. Will the Stingers bounce back, or will they keep playing poor? And Bobrovsky, he's going to have to make some big saves as Houston. They're going to be firing from all around the ice. For some reason, I cannot speak English, apparently, today. My hockey lingo is just not with me today. But let's head off to the second period. Welcome, everyone, back to the second period as we're about to get the action back underway. As Raquel Hischier, they're starting off the game again as big face-off win there for Raquel as the Houston. They are looking buzzing out there as Butcher had a good chance up there. Also, I'd just like to say quickly, if you guys want to know the standings and know all the information about the WHA, I'll be putting the top 10 goal scorers down in the description below for both forwards and defense. So you can just take a look at that in the description below. Same with the standings if you want to keep up with all the date on that stuff. But we're going to continue this big game here between the Stingers and the Houston Aeros. There's a big chance here from Huberdeau. Good shot there. And that was blocked by Will Butcher as Marchand carrying up the puck. Passes back to Petrie. Smart move. Vanek trying to get it back in but was not able to. Marchand pushing him up against the boards. Long pass over to Virtanen, and then now he was about to get destroyed there as it's a 3-on-2. Good shot at Jake Virtanen. We all know this kid can fucking snipe as Jake Virtanen gets his first goal of the season. And not just that, the deficit is now shot down to 1 between the Houston Aeros and the Stingers. The hot start the Aeros got off to, well, the Stingers, they're fighting right back in this game as Virtanen just with a beautiful snipe. I mean, that was just a beautiful shot right underneath the blocker. That was a beautiful shot there by Jake Virtanen and a big goal for him, as that's a great way to start off your WHA career, right? I mean, they're looking at you to be a big guy on their first line, and right off the get-go getting a big goal here in Game 3 here in the WHA for the Stingers. As Voracek now. Oh, and he gets fucking hammered up against the board. Just not. He's carrying this puck up, looking around as he has it, trying to get... Oh, sets him up, but he got fucking pummeled as Voracek carrying up the puck. Granlund shot on the net, and Anderson makes a nice save there for the Houston Aeros as right now the Houston Aeros, they got to start fighting back here, man. They are getting peppered with some big chances as they really need to. That's, oh, yeah, big hit there by Radulov in front of that net. And that's what you got to do. You got to go out there. You got to start hammering that body again, because right now the Houston Aeros, they're down by, or they're still up by 1, but they used to have a 3-0 lead as they just let Ben Hutton walk right on in and take a nice shot there on Anderson as he makes his nice save there. But man, Hutton just walked right in there and put a nice shot there on Anderson. As Anderson, he's making some big saves right now for the Aeros, but he's going to have to continue as Aleksander just gets fucking pummeled again, man. That guy just, no matter what the hell he does, he just gets absolutely destroyed every time. DeBrus to Danault. Great chance there and a big save there by Bobrovsky as he's making some big key saves for his team right now. Danault up to the point to Radulov. Down to Nadal. One-timer DeBrus, but Aleksander steps in and takes that puck away as now he's carrying it up. Looking around, pass over to Lucas Walmart. Nice shot there, looking for the rebound. That was a weak shot. Anderson make the easy save, but it was a little bit of a knuckleball, though. It was kind of bouncing all over the place, so. But a good chance there is, oh, fucking Radulov exploded into that guy. My lord. Destroyed him. Like, he had no chance. Face-off win up to Matt Irwin as he gets decked a little bit. Big stick lift there is Lindblom. He's carrying it up the puck. He's looking around as he carries it up. Looks up to the point to Oleksiak. Lawton, good backhand there and a big save there by Bobrovsky. Stopping Scott Lawton from doing anything good on that chance there. As the Stingers, they're back out there once again. Lindblom, Zuzak, and Lawton out there for a big face-off. As Zuzak, big face-off win. Petrie over to Lindblom. Good chance there. Big, oh shit. And it goes in the back of the net. Oh, that was a weird one. And Oscar Lindblom gets his second of the night. Oh, lordy, that kid's on fire. I don't know how that one went in the back of the net, but just it was a weird bounce. And it went off his fucking back and then went in the back of the net. It was a weird one, but it went in the back of the net. And that gives a 2-goal lead back to Houston. Did that get to... No, it was just... He flicked it high up in the air, and just Bobrovsky wasn't able to handle it, and Bobrovsky kind of knocked it into his own net. Big goal there for Houston as they go up 4-2 now. That's a good goal by them. Big face-off win by Zuzak. Now Petrie has it. Tries to make a pass, but it went off his another man's skate. As now the Stingers are looking for a grave attack here. Oh, big defensive play there, stopping him from getting a chance. Lawton pass back to Zuzak. As now Will Butcher carrying up the puck. He's looking for something. He's been definitely a good defenseman here for the Houston Aeros. As Marchand walking in now. But he tries to pass it back up, but gets picked off. And Matt Irwin, he has a breakaway chance trying to get the Stingers back in it, but no. Just takes a nice little shot there, and Anderson making the easy save there. Petrie over to Scott Lawton. He's looking. Petrie has it now as he gets fucking bummeled into the boards. Oh, that's a rough one. Petrie's getting up slowly as now Will Butcher. But look at Marchand back checking there for the Houston Aeros. Oh, now Vertanen, nice chance there, and he gets fucking decked as Vertanen just absolutely pummeled. And yeah, Lindblom, 1 goal away from a hattie. I think he's looking towards that, man. You gotta be looking towards that hat trick right now. You're playing good. You're doing good with 5 minutes left for Tannen. Good chance there as he's looking for a second of the night. And Anderson making another big key save there with that puck bouncing around. As Huberdeau just he's looking for something right now, man. He's looking for a big goal. As Heischer back out there right now, trying to get a big face-off win, and he doesn't. Oleksiak over to Matheson. He has a big hit there. Big hit there. Oh, and another big hit there by the Stingers. They're throwing that body around a little bit as now Vanek, he has it, carrying it up the wing. Over to Marchand. Nice shot there by Marchand, and a big save there by Bobrovsky. As man, Marchand, he's been passing that puck well, but he's definitely not been able to get any big goals here for the Aeros. But they're leading the game 4-2 right now, and with the way that they're kind of bouncing back here, they had a rough kind of end to the third, kind of a rough start to the second, and the Houston Aeros, they seem to just be bouncing right back into it, right back into that form that they did have Matheson, and that got tipped, but Bobrovsky was still able to handle that one. That was a little bit of a scary one, and got tipped. It looked like it could have went in the back of the net, but Bobrovsky was able to handle that one as another face-off, offensive zone face-off here for the Houston Aeros. It's a big face-off win. Matheson walking in, looking around. You got to get something general. Oh, and Denote just gets decked. Matheson, come on, boys. Granlund, long pass over to Voracek. Dubois carrying it up. Nice shot there. Big save. Matheson over to DeBrusk. Come on, boys. Jeez Louise. Alexiak, DeBrusk. Matheson. Oh, DeBrusk has it now. Carrying it up over to Radulov. Radulov looking. Tries to get a good chance there. DeBrusk has it now. Up to the... Oh, and Frick picks him off. Granlund carrying that puck up. Looking around. Martin Frick. Nice shot there. Big save there by Anderson. And that will be the ending of the second period with the Houston Aeros having a 4-2 lead. And you got to give it to them. They played very well here in this second period. They brought the forechecking into the ending of that second period, I mean. But let's head on to the second intermission so we can get a proper analysis. Oh my god, I guess I can't speak today apparently. I really can. I'm just having such bad luck. Let's head over to the second intermission report. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second intermission report, as we had a very fun period between the Stingers and the Aeros. The Stingers kind of made a little bit of a comeback, but they lit up a big goal as Oscar Lindblom got his second of the night. It was just an unlucky one, honestly. Bobrovsky had it. It was just kind of flung around, and somehow it went into the back of the net. Very unlucky there for the Stingers, as it looked like they were gaining a lot of momentum. Jake Virtanen got his second point of the night, alongside of Huberdeau and Hischier, as that top line for the Stingers is really buzzing tonight. And Virtanen's getting multiple good looks, but just they weren't able to get any big goals against, or big goals on Frederik Andersen, as Frederik Andersen is making a lot of big saves tonight, as he's made a good 14 saves out of the 16 shots the Stingers have thrown at him tonight. But the Stingers definitely stepped up big time on the hit-wise, as they got 10 hits in that period compared to the only 4 that they had in the last period. And the Houston Aeros definitely did slow down on the hits, as they only have 12 now in the game. And I think they got to step up physically, as the Stingers definitely did dominate in that second period. And I honestly think the Stingers could potentially pounce on this Houston Aeros team here in the third period if they're able to get a quick goal to start off the third period, because that's what they really need to do. And I think if Jake Virtanen's really buzzing tonight, look out for him to get his second goal of the night. And also look out for Oscar Lindblom, as he already has 2 goals on the night and could potentially get a hat-trick. As I'm right now getting in that the ice is clear and it's ready to go for the second, or the third period, I mean. So let's head over to Peyton, as he will be doing the commentary for the third period. Let's head over to there. Welcome back to the third period between the Houston Aeros and the Cincinnati Stingers, and that's for damn sure. The Stingers had a great bounce back in the second period, and they really did play very well. And I honestly think they're going to continue to play well coming into this third period, but they really need to start off with a quick goal, and that's what they kind of look like they're doing right now. And Josh Manson from the point gets a nice point shot for the Stingers, as that cuts it down to a 1-goal deficit, as the Stingers, they're making a bit of a comeback right now. They're making some really nice passes. It's a big screen there by Hischier. He jumps out of the way, and that gives a big goal there for the Stingers. And we were talking about that in the intermission report, where they needed to get off to a hot start. And right there, they definitely did, with a very big goal there on Frederik Andersen, as that cuts down the lead to 1, as it's now 4-3. Still for the Houston, but they got to step up their compete level right now. And get it back in this game and start winning some faceoffs. It seems like the Stingers are dominating in every category. Huberdeau, great chance there, and Frederik Andersen. Oh, big hit for Virtanen, rebound. Oh, great chance there for the Stingers. Virtanen looking again, as the Stingers are red out. Oh, that just missed the net for the Cincinnati Stingers. Such a close chance there. Oh, and Hischier, he has another great chance up to the point. Slap shot, big save there. Oh, what a big hit. Houston Aeros, they're hemmed in their own zone. They got to get out. They got to get a line change. They got to do whatever they got to do to just regroup, because the Stingers, they are fucking throwing all their weapons at the Houston Aeros right now. Stingers, Hubert, a great chance there, and Anderson making another save there, and this is a win that the Aeros need. They can't lose another game, right? They're already in last place, and if they lose again here in regulation, it's definitely not going to look too great for their record, and especially to start the season off losing, and especially when you're a showcase game, you want to be playing your best, but they only played so great in the first period, and now they're just getting hemmed in their own zone here in the third period. Lindholm from the point, big block there. Blocked by his own teammate. That's unlucky, but I mean, not every shot can go through. As Alexiak carrying it up. Someone's jamming shit upstairs. Damn. Granlund over to number 33 or 93, Voracek. Granlund, great chance. Another good chance there. And Anderson making a big save as Alexiak over to Danault. Radulov has it now. He's carrying it up over to Danault. Good shot, and Danault through the 5-0, and a big goal there for the Houston Aeros, and there you go, the fans get energized again as Danault gets his first of the season as the Houston Aeros. That was a nice one, right through the 5-0, and they just can't buy a save. Bobrovsky just makes another mistake. Honestly, he's not making very good saves, he's struggling, and it just goes right through the 5-0. You gotta have that 5-0 covered. And just an unlucky goal there as Bobrovsky was not able to get that one. And Houston really makes it hard for the Stingers tonight, as it's now 5-3 for Houston. And they got oh, that's a bad penalty. Bad penalty there for the Houston Aeros. As that's big. That's a big penalty. Zuzak going to the box, and I think right off the get-go, you got to get a goal. You got to get a goal, like right off the get-go. If you don't, that's not going to look good for you. But you got to get a goal. Virtanen, Walmart, Hyman, they're out there. Virtanen, we all know what Virtanen could do. He's been a lethal goal scorer already in this game. He's been getting multiple good looks as they are able to get it out right out the get-go. First couple minutes into the power play. First couple seconds, I mean, Petrie. They're passing the puck over. Virtanen picks that one off as he's carrying it up. He's looking for his second goal of the night. Walmart back over to Virtanen, but he gets blocked off there by Alexiak, the big man, blocking him off, and he's able to get it out of the zone. But they are able to pick it back up and then dump it back in. But you don't know what Alexiak's going to do. Chip that one down the ice, and that burns more time as we're almost already a minute through the power play. Hyman now. Looking, good chance there. Anderson making another big save there for the Aeros. Ooh, great chance. Ooh, right in front of the net. He's wide open, but was not able to get all of it. Dubois over to Hyman. Good chance there, and a big save there by Anderson. He picks it back up. Walmart has that one-timer. Oh, and that got tipped away. That was going to hit the net, but it got tipped away from it. And that's a big block as the Aeros fan, they go crazy with that clear. They know how pivotal this power play is for them as Walmart has it. He's looking around to Virtanen. Good chance there and a big save there by Anderson. Virtanen up to the point of Dubois. Tries to get it up but wasn't able to. Matheson dumps that all the way down the ice as with now 20 seconds left, and they're just, oh man, what the fuck are they doing? Stingers, they are wasting this game now. I don't know what the hell that exit was. As yeah, that's it for their power play. 2 seconds left and it is done. They were able to kill off. Will Butcher slap shot blocked there by the Stingers. And come on, boys. Oh my lord. Hyman over to Virtanen. He dumps that one in. Dump and chase, boys, after that one. As they were not able to get it though. Lawton now has it. Good chance here for Lawton. He has a good break. Looking good. Good chance there and a big save there by Bobrovsky. Making another save there as Radulov was not able to get that one off his stick. Grant up to the point to Walker. Walker was walking in. Grant, slap shot from the point, off the post. Oh my lord. Another great chance there for the Aeros. And look at the Aeros now. They're just passing. They're making some good plays here. Lindholm over to Voracek, carrying it up for the Stingers. Looking around. Good chance there. As oh no, not Lindholm. Oh, what a perfect pass from Lindholm over to Voracek. As that's a big goal for the Stingers, and it's still a game, ladies and gents. It is still a game. Voracek with a big one there, since now a 5-4 lead here for the Houston Aeros. As just a beautiful pass, and I don't think Anderson. I think Anderson was expecting them to be a little bit closer to him, not that far away, but a perfect pass by Lindholm, and Anderson just got down. I mean, oh, just missed it. He was trying, but just was not close enough. And you gotta cover a guy like that. Voracek wide open in front of the net. You gotta cover a guy like that. Can't leave him wide open. He's gonna make you pay if you leave him wide open. Don't do that sort of shit. Walker over to Deneau. Huberdeau. Pass over to Virtanen. Virtanen carrying it up. Virtanen up to the point. Hutton. Huberdeau. Huberdeau, come on, boys. Hutton, slap shot from the point. Deneau, come on, baby. Get it out of there. DeBrusque has it now. What the fuck are you doing, DeBrusque? Is running right into a body and getting absolutely pummeled. It's Virtanen. Jake Virtanen with his second of the night. Buries it in the back of the net, and it is a tie game. Virtanen with his second of the night, and I said, Peyton in the intermission said that, hey, Virtanen could be a guy that you look at to scoring a big goal tonight, and look who got it. Jake Virtanen with a nice wrister to bury that one in the back of the net, as that's a big one there for the Houston Aeros. That's a big one. Tie game with 3 minutes and 34 seconds left. Who will be the big game-winning goal? Because I bet you not the next big goal. Oh my god, I apparently couldn't speak there. The next goal is going to be the one that puts away the game. Vanek, good chance there, but a big block as Grimaldi now has it. Pass over to Diexter. He's been just getting pummeled tonight as he's looking to try to get something generated. As over to Mott. Over to Grimaldi. Backhand there, saved by Anderson. As he kicks it up, Mott has it now. He's being pushed up against the boards. Over to Grimaldi. He has it. He's a nice speedy guy. He's looking around. Over to Lindholm. Lindholm over to Hutton. Slap shot from the boy. Blocked. Rebound. Nordstrom. Great chance there. And Anderson making a big save. 47 seconds left. Petrie has it now. He's carrying it up the wing. He's looking. Looking for a big chance here. As, oh, and Tyler Mott takes that one. Mott carrying it up. He's looking. Pass over to Lindholm. Lindholm has it. Spots. Oh, Mott, great chance there, and that just missed the net. 27 seconds left, and I don't think any of these teams want to hand it over to an overtime. They want those 3 points, but they might just be getting 2. Butcher, pass over to Lindholm. Will he be... Oh, that was almost an offside. Almost an offside. Up to the point. One-timer. Big save there by Bobrovsky. Huge save by the Bobster. As he makes a big save there. And it looks like we're going to be heading to an overtime here by the Aeros and the Stingers. It's been a tight game between the both of these teams. It's a big face-off win. Matheson walks in. Oh my god, that just missed the net. That was almost it. Oh, great chance. Radulov just backhand, and that's easy for Bob. As he will hold on to that, as that was an insane period. As we're going to be heading over to Peyton, so he can talk about the third period and what might happen in overtime. But let's head over to the, I guess, the third intermission report. Well, that is the end of regulation, and I guess welcome to the third intermission report. As the Stingers, they stepped up their game, that's for damn sure. Putting up hits, dominating in the shot category, as they had 28 shots compared to 17 of Houston, as they were dominating. They didn't have the greatest power play in the world, but they're winning faceoffs, they're attacking well 5-on-5, and they're playing a very good game for the Cincinnati Stingers. And I'm excited to see like how well they will continue, as the Stingers are playing very well. Heading into overtime, as Jake Virtanen, he has just been an absolute stud, as it was a very busy third period, as to start everything off with a minute, and Josh Manson gets a big goal from the point, and that was the start that the Stingers needed. But then Deneau with a unlucky goal just right through the 5-hole there on Bobrovsky, as that gave the big one there to the Houston Aeros. And then Voracek, and then Jake Virtanen with a beautiful snipe ties the game up. And now we're going to be heading to an overtime where I think the Cincinnati Stingers will honestly take this game. Virtanen playing very good. And honestly, Bobrovsky needs to make a bit more saves for the Stingers, and I think they'll be able to walk away with this game. And I think the biggest problem is the Stingers are just allowing too many good chances to the Aeros, and they're capitalizing on it. But the thing is, Bobrovsky needs to make more saves for the Stingers. He needs to play better for them. And the Aeros need better support. They need to help out their goaltender a little bit more, because they're really not. They're leaving the goalie out to dry. So let's head over to overtime, as the ice is clean and ready for overtime. So let's get overtime all started, baby. Alright, so here we are. We are in overtime, baby. Sorry for hitting the mic there between the Houston Aeros and the Stingers. As Aeros, they send out Marchand and Raquel. The Stingers send out Huberdeau and Hischier to start off the night. So let's see if the Stingers can get off to a hot start, which is what they're going to look to do. They're going to look off to get to a hot start to begin that comeback that they were on, and to fully finish it off. As now, look at Raquel. He's speeding ahead. Toe Drake looking around over to Marchand. Slap shot from the point and a big save there. As now Matson, he has it. Over to Lindholm. He's carrying that puck up, baby. Let's go. Come on. Pass over to Hischier. Shot there, and Anderson with a nice glove save there. Making a nice save on, or a nice save there by Anderson. And that's what they needed. They need a big save there from their goaltender, Anderson. He is not really, he's been struggling too. But to say the least, he's been facing a lot of shots and not getting too much support by Houston. He's just been getting peppered tonight. But same with Bobrovsky. He needs to make more saves for his team. As Petrie, slap shot, big save there by Bobrovsky, making another one there. As he needs to continue this pattern and make it big saves, as we only have a minute 50 left. And if both these teams, well, if they don't score any goals, and it's a tie game, and that will be the end of things, and they will only get a point from this game. So I don't think they really want that right now, because, I mean, standings-wise for this team, probably wouldn't be the best look for them. As Dubois, slap shot from the point, and Anderson making a nice save there for the Houston Aeros, as that was one that he needed to make. As a minute 31 left here in overtime, as Hischier looking to maybe get a face-off win for the Houston Aeros, and big face-off, or for the Stingers, I mean, as a big face-off there. Dykstra, slap shot, neither, saved there by Anderson, and now we have a minute 24 left here in the overtime, as it's been kind of going slow. A lot of stoppage of play, and I think Anderson's trying to calm his team down a little bit, trying to get them going a bit more. Telling them, like, get a face-off win, and that's the face-off they needed. And now Marchand, he's carrying it up. He has speed. He has Raquel. Oh, big defensive play there. But Marchand over to Matheson. He walks in, back over to Marchand. Matheson's got it back. Sekera, slap shot from the point. Big save there by Bobrovsky, and he tips the rebound towards the corner. Smart by him, as now Huberdeau has it. He's skating up the ice. He's looking over to Hutton. Oh, and he gets decked, and that's a tripping penalty. 4-on-3 with a minute left, and Huberdeau will be heading to the box. That is a bad penalty there for Huberdeau. That's a rough one for Huberdeau. Just gets his stick in the legs, and I mean, it is what it is, man. That's a rough one, as he will be heading to the box. And now this is a big chance here for the Aeros to get a big goal here. Deneau, face-off win. Pass over to DeBrusque. DeBrusque has it now, looking around. Gets past the defender, tries to set up Deneau with a beautiful pass, but that got took away there by Hampus Lindholm. Nice defensive play there, as Petrie over to Deneau. He's carrying it up. He's looking around. Deneau looking. Oh, big poke check there. Deneau over to Vanek. Vanek trying to get something off. Well, I mean, they did. They kind of got towards the net as Bobrovsky. That was all over the place. There was a bouncing puck, that's for damn sure. As it finally settled down, and Bobrovsky was able to make a stoppage of play with 30 seconds left. Right now, it's either that you try to get a shorthanded goal or you go for the tie for the Stingers. And, I mean, if you go for a tie, you tie up with Quebec in that third place spot, which will be nice at least to get a point. But the Houston Aeros, I think they want to win here tonight. They do. They feel that. They want to win here tonight because they have not gotten a single win yet this year. They're part of that no-win club. They're just part of that point club that they've been on. Come on, boys. Houston, they're looking for it. As up to the point to Radulov. Butcher trying to get it to DeBrusque, but wasn't able to. One-timer. Radulov, nice shot there. As looks like they'll be able to get it down the ice. And it will be a tie between the Aeros and the Stingers. Tie game, as they both get a point. The Houston Aeros tie up with the San Diego Mariners for 6th. And the Stingers will move up. Or not move up. They will tie up with the Quebec Nordiques for 3rd. Definitely not what they wanted. I mean, it was an exciting game, but it ended up being a tie. I mean, we all like seeing victories in some games, but I guess tonight we will not be getting that, as a tie game between these teams. It was a very fun game, back and forth. The Stingers were not able to complete the comeback as they got so close to doing it. They got a lot of nice goals. Vertanen was going off, just was not able to generate near that third period. Rough way to end the game, but in the end, The Stingers, I think, mentally won that game as they practically beat up the Houston Aeros. They made a huge comeback. But for right now, guys, we're going to end the video here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me, guys, what team you would like to see next here in the WHA. And I'll end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.